Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market, and we're having a very exciting day so far. We had the US CPI report come in at 8:30 a.m. All good, everything came in as expected, and the crypto market absolutely boomed from that moment in time. And now what's going to happen next? Bitcoin already trading above 26K. Is this the top? Are we going to dip? Or are we going straight for the jugular and headed for 28 grand to 30 grand per one Bitcoin? I'll be getting into that as well as a ton of altcoin trade ideas in this video. So let's get right into it. Big welcome to everybody joining the stream today. We got McNaz96, we got Austin Craig Lanzi, and we got Make Money with Harry with us this morning. Let's get into it with our crypto market overview. So, taking a look, all right, looks like we're using CoinMarketCap this morning because CoinGecko wants to make me do a capacha. Not going to happen. So, let's go take a look at CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin trading at $25,975. Ethereum is trading at $1,753. So, they are up nice. Bitcoin up 10% on the day. Ethereum up 6% on the day. And altcoins absolutely crushing it as well. As we can see, we have a sea of green out there. AVAX up 7%. Litecoin back to $87. When Litecoin was at $70, I was in my Discord group just saying it over and over again. Undervalued, oversold. Undervalued, oversold. Undervalued, oversold. Here we are. It's now $87, up 17 bucks from 70. It even dipped below $70. So for anybody out there fading Litecoin and they were scared to buy it at $70, boy oh boy, I got bad news for you. We're probably not going to see $70 again. There's a chance we do, but probability in my mind says that we don't see 70 bucks again for Litecoin. New cycle is beginning. New cycle is here. Filecoin back to $7, up 14% on the day. Monero at 155. Lido, strong recovery, back to 295. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We got Mike B saying, what's up, Mike B? How are you? Riley Hall saying, let's go, guys. Elvis saying, hi, Connor. Good to see you again today. What's up, Elvis? Good to see you here as well. Mr. Sellers Home saying, really curious on your thoughts here. This is a tough market to navigate. Love to see the green in the charts. Hoping your bottom call was right earlier in the year. Mr. Sellers Homes, well, it's good to see you. Definitely. It's a tough market to navigate. It is so all over the place. It is literally so all over the place that you need to have, like our guy Lights F just said. He said, LMFAO bought Litecoin at $70.50, and your stream allowed me to hold with conviction. Light F, great job. You're the one who bought it, so I give you all the credit. And that goes right back to Mr. Sellers Homes' comment, right? It's a tough market to navigate. You need to have conviction. You got to be convinced in your mind that you're making the right decision when you're investing, how much money you're investing, right? Everybody, money is always relative, whether you're putting 4 figures in the market, 5 figures in the market, 6 figures in the market. Some of you might be even putting 7-figure buys into the market. Whatever you're doing, you got to have conviction in those plays, all right? And that's really the biggest thing, because when we get those big shakeouts, like we just experienced with the Silicon Valley Bank going down, with Silvergate, and the other crypto bank also getting discontinued by the US government, just a straight attack. You need to have the conviction that you're making the right decision. It's very easy to let fear succumb your mind and take over your thought process. But you do have to have big brass balls in this industry. So if you don't got it, I'm not sure what to tell you. Anyway, the Inspiring Channel saying, hello, what's your opinion on the next move of Bitcoin? I'll be getting into that in just one moment, the Inspiring Channel. Steve Sabat saying, morning, everyone. Absolutely printing thousands. Haha, get her done. Trucker swimming in greenbacks. There you go, Trucker Steve. Good to see you. Awesome. Michael saying, nice to have you back, Connor. Hope all is well with you, and you were crushing it with all your trades. Keep up the good works. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. And Mike B saying, shout out to the Emperor for a 2x in 5 days in hellish conditions on a spot investment GPT. Mike B, thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, so let's take a look. I actually have the chart open right here. GPT, I talked about this on my live stream on Friday. On Sunday, when the price was down here around 5 cents, even below 5 cents, I told my Crypto Empire Premium Discord group on launch day when it was below 5 cents, I was buying it. And I also made a full video about it yesterday. So there was plenty of warning about this one. And long story short, yeah, it went up 2x. So depending on where you got your entry from, right, I got in just below 5 cents. So it's still up 55%, but it did wake up heavily this morning. But regardless, yeah, add it to the win column, I suppose. I mean, we're just going to take them as we get them. We got a long cycle ahead of us. This market is always going to be here. If you missed out on this most recent pump, if you missed GPT, if you missed Litecoin at 70 bucks, if you missed Bitcoin at 19,500, 20K, just relax. Take a deep breath, because there's going to be so many more opportunities that you cannot just do anything crazy because you missed one move, so you want to FOMO and try to make it all back in one trade. Anyway, that's our market overview. Let's get into the Bitcoin technical analysis. So I'm going to start looking at Bitcoin on our Bybit chart here. Reason being, I have our nice parallel channel, and this parallel channel highlights the basic range that we've been in from over here when Bitcoin first hit 20K. We found support here. We blast up to the top, pull back, blast back up, pull back. All right, so all I did was connect the highs and connect the lows to form this channel. Now last week, through all of the scare, we dropped beneath the channel, all right? And this was a break in bullish market structure. At the time, this definitely looked like a crazy bearish move. Strong downward selling pressure came right to $19,500, swept the demand zone here as we see, and then it was just instantly bought up, and within 3 days we're at new local highs. Things can change so quickly in this market, so a lot of people are wondering what the heck is going to happen next. Well, Bitcoin is at some big resistance here, all right? It's at the top of the channel resistance. Just like it blew through the bottom here, it can easily blow through the top and overshoot it and hit my target, this green line at $28,000, $28,500. All right, so this is the next target. The target is undoubtedly from here. It's important to understand we just blew through the lid, right? These equal highs at $25,250, these equal highs, this was the lid. We just blew through the lid. So the path of least resistance is most definitely higher. 28,500 to 30K is your target here. Should you FOMO long here at resistance? No, absolutely not. All right, you would want to be long from lower, but let me go ahead and duplicate this line. But your target is undoubtedly 28 grand to 30 grand. All right, so if you're already long, this is where you're looking. You're looking for price to get between these two green lines here. This is your target. Now, we need to look at other metrics. First of all, Bitcoin dominance is going through the roof right now, which is a good thing to see. All right, we want Bitcoin dominance to go higher. Right now, it is Bitcoin's time to shine. With that being said, Ethereum versus Bitcoin is looking quite weak. Right, we just blew through this yellow dotted line support. Now, a lot of people are saying ETH BTC is going to continue to get crushed, yada, 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 yada. To me, I think this is going to recover quicker than people may think. All right, maybe we come down and sweep these lows here. Maybe we come down to this level and sweep this. But I wouldn't expect ETH BTC to sell off for too long here. All right, and maybe we come down and test this demand zone. But regardless, I wouldn't get too hopeful with ETH BTC, cratering back down to levels we were at. Maybe we come back down to these summertime levels at worst, but I don't see that happening. We probably just recover quite quickly. I'm thinking either this low or we're going to deviate back above this yellow dotted line. So that's going to be very good for altcoins. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. One thing I'm looking at is the stablecoin dominance, mainly USDT. All right, we used to look at USDT dominance and USDC, but after recent events, USDC is something that we don't really pay attention to too much anymore. So we're just going to mainly look at the USDT dominance. And as we see, it's been falling. A lot of people have been deploying their stables back into the market, and we are approaching this bottom support demand level again at 6.5%. All right, this is probably going to coincide perfectly with Bitcoin at 28K to 30K, when it gets back into this lower demand zone. So keep an eye on this. This can be used to gauge when to take profits on your trades. When USDT dominance comes back down into this demand zone at 6.5 to 6.4%, watch for Bitcoin. If it's at 28 to 30 grand, that's a signal to take profits, right? This has a large correlation. When this chart drops, we tend to see Bitcoin and altcoins pump hard and do well. And when this chart pumps, that means that people are selling their crypto, they're selling their risk on assets back into stable coins, specifically USDT. So watch this chart. It's probably going to coincide perfectly with Bitcoin at 28 to 30K when it's in this green zone. That's your signal to take profit on your longs. So yeah, we blew through this demand zone, recovered quite quickly. And looking at this Bitget chart, if we pull back, I mean, the logical level to wait for a pullback is going to be just the previous breakout level. We did slice through it relatively quickly. As we see, we just blew right through that breakout level. So if we do get a pullback, you're going to be looking around 25,200 to 25K. And then you're going to want to take that move to the $28,000 target on Bitcoin. But most definitely, I would not try and short this. Trying to short this strength is a fool's errand, and you're going to have a really bad time. So just focus on trying to time the pullback, basically. And again, the level for the pullback on Bitcoin is going to be the previous resistance, the breakout level at 25,250. Maybe we sweep slightly below it. You want to watch for your entry trigger when we get the pullback, but there's a very good chance we don't even see that pullback and Bitcoin just hits the target today. So not the time to chase. If you're already long from lower, perfect. You know where it's going. You know where it should go. You know to look at the correlation between stablecoin dominance, because when this drops to a certain level, it probably will shift because the market is dynamic and it doesn't go in one direction. So when the USDT dominance comes down into this demand zone and Bitcoin's at 28 grand, you know it's a great time to take profit on your long trades, reassess the situation, and basically just get ready for the next one. So that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum here. And ETH, we look on the daily price chart. Ethereum is now at this range high supply zone from September of 2022. All right, and it's still trading below $1,800, but $1,800 is right there. And more notably, we have the supply zone at $2,000. This gives us a better picture. So we also have this supply zone at 2K for ETH. So similar to Bitcoin, we just looked at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Most altcoins you're going to look at, they're underperforming Bitcoin at the current moment in time. A select few are outperforming Bitcoin. Filecoin, one of them. Optimism OP. A few are outperforming Bitcoin, but most altcoins are not. All right, so we'll cover all of that in just one moment. Let's look at Ethereum first. So ETH right now in this supply zone at just beneath 1,800. It's at 1,758, just like BTC. Extend this line. Just like BTC, we're expecting it to get higher, and you know the logical target for ETH is going to be this range high supply level at 2K. So even though it's dropping in the Bitcoin value, it's still going to go up in the US dollar value. And your target for ETH is going to be $1,960 up to $2,000 if it can get through this first supply zone. All right, there's a chance it just keeps underperforming BTC. And your level for the pullback, don't try and complicate it. It's already highlighted in a gray box. Your level for the pullback is going to be just beneath $1,700 on Ethereum. All right, you're looking in this gray box. Then you want to see support hold, and you want to look for your lower time frame entry trigger in this gray box. But for now, again, it's really a no trade. Unless you're long from lower, then you really shouldn't chase this pump. You really should not chase this pump. And for anybody wondering where the price was this morning at the CPI report, it was just in this consolidation. All right, and then as soon as the clock struck 8:30, we got our first kind of pump up, and it's just been up only from then. All right, so the market didn't really give a dip. It just gave you this consolidation. And always with CPI, you have to account for the possibility of whipsaw price action, meaning it can go up and then down, and then it goes in the actual direction. But today it was just straight up. All right, so every time it's going to be different. So if you were, I was waiting for a dip, right? I missed it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. My orders got front run. It just didn't dip. It just went straight up. Happens sometimes. But you always do have to account for the whipsaw. You know, if you really want to go for it, you can just gamble basically and go long in the consolidation. There's nothing wrong with that if you're okay with the stop loss getting hit. But I was waiting for slightly lower. It didn't give the dip. And yeah, we're approaching target level. So again, the move right now is, unless you're long from lower, it's really a no trade. You should be looking to exit your longs soon. So let's see what else is going on in here. We got Adrian Kent saying, hi guys, good morning. What's up, Adrian? And Elvis saying, Connor, thoughts on Theta? Let's take a look at Theta. Haven't really charted this one or traded it in quite some time. So Theta is looking very strong here on the daily time frame. Very strong recovery, just like most of the market from last week. And Theta is now approaching a big resistance level at $1.12. And you can see all my zones I have in my chart from 115 up to 120. So again, with everything else, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Theta is no different. We're super close now to a big resistance, a big target level. So there's not too much upside from this point before we get a pullback. And let's talk about that for a second. So most people don't have the time or attention span or skill set or knowledge to perfectly time the market all the time. So what most people really should do is just exercise patience and just buy spot and just literally wait. All right, you guys have to understand, with leverage, I use a very small percentage of my portfolio to trade with leverage. I invest most of my money in altcoins, and I just wait basically for the bull market cycle. That's how I've made most of my money in the past in crypto. I've never hidden that fact. I've never tried to hide that. I'm always very honest. I've said it repeatedly here on the channel, month after month, week after week. The way to make big money in crypto is you just need to be patient and wait for the bull cycle, and you need to buy during the bear market. You can be wrong a lot and be right once and still make all of your money back and then profit immensely. So for most people, don't get caught up in these short-term moves. Right, you know, I'm saying to take profit over here at 112 to 120 on Theta. We're probably near some kind of local top. There is a ton of euphoria in the market right now. If you look on Twitter, if you look on crypto YouTube, everybody is crazy bullish. Everybody's losing their minds. You know, they're screaming from the rooftops saying we're going to the moon. We're experiencing a time of euphoria after just 3 days ago we were experiencing a time of massive fear. So for most people, just don't get caught up in these emotional swings and just keep on basically buying the coins you like and waiting for the bull market. But anyways, that's kind of a side tangent, side point, side discussion. Yeah, Theta, you know, we're approaching target levels basically. So the move is the same. Unless you're long from lower, it's really a no trade. Now, we have to account for some kind of market pullback if we do get it. And we have our line here at $1. And we also have this trend line at 98. So in the future, right, it might take a few days. It could take 2-3 weeks. Maybe it takes 2 months. Maybe Theta blasts off and it goes to $1.50. It goes up to $2, $1.80. And then we get some kind of crazy failure again with a bank system, whatever, and it causes massive fear and we crash, and maybe then it comes back down to $1. It could be a month from now, because just like with Bitcoin, right? This market, it moves so quick on us. We go take a look at this again with Bitcoin. You know, the initial move out of the 16K bottom up to 23K, it took around 20 days. It took like 3 weeks. And then from that point, after that 3 weeks of bullishness, it was really about almost 2 months of choppiness and down. So 3 weeks bullish, amazing, and then for the next 48 days, it was just up, down, up, down, up, down, chop you up, scare you out down here, you know, drop back down to the 2017 all-time high. And then here we are 3-4 days later, and we just made up all of the losses. So the point I was making with Theta is you can expect something where we blast off to new levels. You know, we chop around for a while. It could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be 3 months. We do have tax season coming up in April and May. Usually the market doesn't perform well during that time of year. It's a seasonality thing. You know, the stock market as well. During that time in April, May, it's usually when we get some kind of correction. So with that being said, you know, maybe we blast off and then 2 months down the line we get a big crash lower again. You just need to be patient and wait for your buy levels to hit. So with Theta, your buy levels, if we do get lower, is going to be $1.02, this yellow line. But yeah, we're approaching this resistance at 112 now. We got Rigoberto Chavez saying, morning everyone. Connor, what's good, brother? What's up, Rigoberto? Good to see you in the live chat this morning. I hope you're having a good day. Ganesh saying, hi, Connor. Love from India with your content. Thank you, Ganesh. And can you go through Aleph 0? Yes, I can. So A0, another one with a very strong recovery. So I haven't looked at this chart, but it looks like I drew the breakout for this. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember when I drew it, but regardless, it hit that target perfectly up here at 198. Pulled back down to $1.16. And now it's starting to pump again. So you want to identify the key pivots, right, the highs on the daily time frame, and use them as your targets. Here's the thing though, with A0, I expect this to crush. So, you know, taking profit at 165 in the short term could be good, but yeah, this could be like a $10 coin. Could be way higher than $10. So, you know, when it comes to something like this, unless you're I need more context basically for what you want, because this is an altcoin that can absolutely crush it. It probably will absolutely crush it. If we take a look at this thing's market cap right now, it is $306 million. It can go to 3 billion, it can go to 10 billion, right? This is a very promising layer 1 blockchain. So yeah, we have highs over here at 165 and 173, a high at $2, but it depends how you're playing this. If you're waiting for that next bull market cycle for a big gain, well then you just do nothing here, right? You don't try to trade it, you don't try to, you know, take profit and then buy back lower. You basically just keep on buying it until the bull market rolls around, and then you go and sell it all. So A0, it's at 153 right now. And this is definitely a long-term play, right? This is not a project where you paper hand it. This is a very solid one. I mean, such a strong 2 days. The past 2 days, it's up 28%, 30%. Your buy zone, if you get it again, is going to be at this daily open at $1.30. But yeah, Ganesh, if you can give me some context on what you want with this chart. if you're trying to trade this locally or what. See, Suave Corleone, I'm here. Hit the like button, Empire fam. Can you chart Pendle and Centrifuge? Those are my alts. Well, Suave, welcome to the stream today, my friend. Absolutely smash up the like button. I've never heard of your alts, but I can look at them. Pendle. So Pendle doing quite well. From the start of the year, this thing is it's booming. It's up about 10x from the start of the year, or 6x from where I just measured it. So this looks like it's a low cap. I have no idea what the market cap is. But it's definitely getting to, if you just look at where all these wicks have gone in the past, you know there's going to be selling here. All right, so this orange line at 42 cents, if you want to take profit, that's a good level to do so. Now, it's interesting because it looks like this thing barely dipped through all the FUD we had. It barely dipped at all. Right, it really was just continuing to pump. It had 2 down days, and then it was just bought up instantly out of this demand zone. So definitely a very strong coin. Was not phased at all by the FUD, and your pullback level to look for is just keep it simple and look for a quarter, 25 cents to 27 cents. Right, if you get this level, this is going to be a good pullback level to buy, because this thing looks very strong, and like I said, it barely dipped last week with all of the FUD. And then your targets 42 cents, 50 cents, and then I like this level 78 cents. But I'm not sure if what your plan is with this one, whether to hold it, you know, for a bull market or just take your gains and then move on. Yeah, but that's Pendle. And then Centrifuge. So this coin has not really started to move yet, which is good. If you look at it from the start of 2023, it's up just 119%. So it hasn't started to move yet at all. I mean, I would consider this still to be in the buy zone. Obviously, you're not getting it at the absolute pico bottom, but you know, if you look at where it's been in the past, it's been up here at $2. It's 31 cents right now. So, I mean, it's a low cap, not much TA to do here. It's got a lot of air above. Got a lot of air above, and this is your range high. Okay, this is going to be your big breakout level. When it gets to 45 cents, you want to watch it close above on the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. That's when you know it's go time and it's going to start moving. When it closes above 45 cents on the daily time frame or weekly time frame, even better, that's your signal that it's going to start to move quickly, and it can easily gap up quick to 150 to $2 from that point. All right, so let's look at Fantom now and FTM. As you guys see, I have this level marked at $1. This is where I see Fantom going, and it's only 48 cents right now. So FTM having a very strong day, approaching this 48 cent level. As you can see, it's already marked. And maybe we get some kind of reaction from here, because like I said, now is the time to be looking to take profits. This is a take profit level. There's no doubt about it. 48.6 cents is a take profit level on Fantom. Extremely strong move out of this bottom here. And, you know, just like with, we looked at ETH, you know, it didn't really give too much of a dip. It was just consolidating. It swept these lows. You know, that would have been your lower time frame entry when it swept this low and then reclaimed it. Swing failure pattern. And then it just headed straight up. So yeah, we're approaching one target here, 48. Above that, you have a target at 52.2. Really strong move higher. And if you are looking for a pullback, I would say your 23.6 at 44 cents. And let's see if we have anything there. Yeah, so on the 5-minute chart, you do have a rally-based rally demand zone there. So that could be respected. Not quite exactly at the 23.6 Fibonacci. Slightly lower, but it's close enough where you can kind of count it. And then your 38.2 at 41.8 cents as well. These are going to be your two pullback levels to watch for. You know, for a continuation move, we can easily dip right to here and then go for the next one. So I would wait for 44.4 right here on FTM if you're looking to get a lower time frame entry for the next move higher. And while we're looking at the coins that start with an F, let's just look at Filecoin, because Filecoin is just absolute carnage. So Filecoin at $7.18. Now, I mean, I longed the bottom exactly on Sunday, but the only problem was I treated it as a scalp trade. All right, I literally entered at $4.87 down here on Filecoin. I made good money with it, but all I had to do is just hold it, and I would have made an insane amount of money with it. So what can we do? Can't cry over spilt milk. It was still a win, but you know, it just stings a little bit, but there's always going to be another trade. So Filecoin here. So Filecoin has the virtual machine, the FVM. Let's just go to Twitter. We'll move on to our Twitter wisdom, and then we'll get back to the charts. But anyway, today for our Twitter wisdom, we'll take a look at what GCR is saying. I mean, GCR, big crypto mega whale. Definitely recommend him. He's a good follow on Twitter. But he was responding to this tweet talking about the Silicon Valley Bank's customer withdrawal, how it made history. $42 billion was withdrawn on Thursday. That's $4.2 billion an hour. The previous largest bank run in modern U.S. history was the Washington Mutual Bank in 2008, and it totaled $16.7 billion over 10 days. History is being written. And GCR said the old paradigm of fractional reserve banking will increasingly lose sustainability in the social media era. Information flows quicker, causing a reflexive spiral of quicker bank runs that can easily be triggered. Slowly but surely, people will demand an alternative, a new path. What is that? Obviously, it's cryptocurrency, mainly Bitcoin. Also, you can't forget about Litecoin. Never not mention Litecoin. Right, with the amount that I hold, I have to mention Litecoin. Right, I'll fully disclose it. But yeah. Look, the banking system is cooked. It's done. Stick a fork in it. It's done. We live in a time of information overload. Information moves at the speed of light. The second there's any kind of problem and it hits Twitter, the whole world knows about it within seconds. All right, the old times of these banksters having their way, having full control of the information, you know, basically the printing press, because all it was newspaper and radio when they started the Federal Reserve in the first place, and they can get away with this scam so well. Those days are long over, my friends. Now we actually have good sources of information that tell us the truth instantly. So the scam is coming to an end. Brighter days are ahead. They're going to kick their feet and throw their fists. I'm talking about the bankers. They're going to try and prevent what's coming, but they simply cannot stop what is coming. All right, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Ravencoin, very good too. All your OG proof of work cryptocurrencies that cannot be confiscated, transactions cannot be censored. I mean, Ethereum is great, but look, you can censor transactions on their blockchain. They threw the Tornado Cash developer in jail. All right, so, you know, Ethereum is great. It's going to be mass adopted. It's going to be the normie blockchain, but your OG cryptos, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, your proof of work OGs, these are the ones that you need to basically hold for the long term, because these are the ones that have the biggest shot, the biggest percent chance probability of replacing the joke of the fiat banking system that we currently have. So that's GCR. And then talking about altcoin season. So here we got a tweet from 0x Sisyphus, and he's saying, while there isn't that much fresh powder going into altcoins yet, the sheer strength of the bid on Bitcoin and to a lesser extent Ethereum will eventually result in people chasing new stuff. Cycle begins anew. All right, so it's very easy to decipher what he's saying here. Basically, it's going to start with Bitcoin pumping, and then people are going to see Bitcoin pumping. They're going to be like, dang it, I missed the Bitcoin pump. What altcoin can I buy to make quick money? And then we're back to a full-blown bull market, altcoin season, hysteria, euphoria, and that's when we sell the bags that we've been buying on all of the retail normies that have been disregarding crypto over the past year, 2 years, whatever, when they only want to get in when the getting is good. Here we endure the hard times so that we can sell all of the crypto that we've bought, that we want to sell to the people that are going to buy it higher. So bright times are ahead for sure. We can have some violent pullbacks in the meantime. I wouldn't count that out. But yeah, we will get a booming altcoin season again because of human greed, because of human emotion. People are going to wake up to the fact that crypto is the only option to get away from the scam of money that exists today. They're going to see the price of Bitcoin and be like, damn, I missed it. Guess what? What are they going to do? They're going to chase altcoins. And that's when we basically sell all the cheap altcoins that we bought to them for way expensive, overpriced values. So that's our Twitter wisdom for the day. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about Filecoin. Let's go look at Filecoin's Twitter account. So I'm crazy bullish on Filecoin. Decentralized storage has a lot to do with artificial intelligence as well. Filecoin is working with Ocean Protocol now as well. Let's go to Ocean Protocol's Twitter account. They just retweeted Filecoin. So Ocean Protocol, one of the biggest AI crypto projects out there, decentralized data marketplace. And we can see here that Ocean Protocol retweeted this tweet by H2O Data, saying the Filecoin virtual machine is coming. But why is Filecoin taking over Web3 storage network? Check this out. So Filecoin is a decentralized storage network that allows users to store, retrieve, and share data in a secure and efficient way on Web3. I don't know who runs this Twitter account, but it doesn't look like English is their first language. They said an efficient way on the Web3. Whatever. Not that big of a deal. So with Filecoin, users can store data in a decentralized global network of storage providers, providing greater security and reliability than traditional centralized storage solutions. I'm not going to read this whole thread, but regardless, Filecoin, when it comes to the data market, when it comes to artificial intelligence, when it comes to storing the data needed for artificial intelligence, Filecoin is going to boom. And that's why it's so bullish, the Filecoin virtual machine right now. It could be a sell the news event for sure, something to consider. But yeah, Filecoin is one of the most bullish altcoins on the market, and it's one of the few that's outperforming Bitcoin right now too. So that's something to pay attention to. You know, a lot of people, they only want to focus on altcoins that they have biases towards, and you know that's not a good idea. For example, something like Kadena, KDA. You know, I wouldn't hold Kadena right now. I haven't held Kadena. But just the fact that it's underperformed so much compared to a lot of these other strong altcoins, it makes me not interested in Kadena, because when the market really, really does get going, you know, I don't want to be holding a laggard. I want to be holding something that's shown strength and proven to be reliably strong. And Filecoin is definitely one of those coins here. So this is nuts how much it's pumping. I was looking at it this morning wondering if this was the dip here, and it was the dip. Didn't long it, didn't re-long it, which is a shame. Because if you look, this was the initial crash that we had a few weeks ago on that Thursday night, and then it formed this range, right? And as you can see, I made the range with my 50% Fibonacci, and overnight it ticked the 50%, and then it just took off. And before CPI this morning, I was looking at this wondering, you know, is this the dip? I was, you know, about to long it, but I was like, you know, with CPI, I'd rather play it safe in case we kind of get a whipsaw move. And that was a mistake, obviously. It just blasted off straight up. So will this pull back? You know, with how strong it is right now, it looks like it wants to go for these highs over here at $7.38. It looks like it wants to attack these highs. So when it gets to these highs, basically just look for it, if it goes and blows through it and then closes underneath. That's your signal to look for that pullback to happen. And for that pullback, I like my level here at $6.72. And let me throw on my Spaceman BTC indicator. So it's well above the Monday range now, right? This morning it broke that Monday range at $6.60. So it could take a while, but it's still early in the week. It's only Tuesday. We're going to dip at some point this week. It's not going to be straight up. It could be, but I doubt it will be. So for that dip, I would look for a move back towards that Monday range and possibly a retest of 670 to the Monday high at 660 for a pullback on Filecoin. But yeah, it's approaching this target level over here at $7.36. Above that, you have $7.80 to $8, and then you're at the local highs that it made at $9.50. But again, if you look at this chart on the weekly time frame, we got a lot of air, folks. We got a lot of air to cover here. All-time high of this thing, it says 430, but really I would count this as the high at around 180 to, it wicked up to $230. It's at $7. 2 days ago it was at $4.88. Undervalued coin. And as you can see, one of the main levels to break is going to be these highs over here at $11. All right, and right now it's at $7. So you're, yeah, I mean, so much air up ahead. Let me check these moving averages on the daily. EMA 200. Okay, so on the daily time frame, it's above the moving average 200 and 200 EMA. 3 day. Okay, so cool. Our 3 day moving averages, 200 EMA and MA, is up here at $23. So this is, it lines up very well too with some horizontal levels on the chart. As you can see from over here in early 2021, before Filecoin, you know, experienced its bull market, it went from $20 to $230, like I said. But you know, this support level, which is now resistance at $21, this is a main kind of target, I guess you can call it, from this point. Over here, $21, $20. And then your moving averages are just above that. But by the time that price gets back up to this level, these moving averages could coincide perfectly with $20. So yeah, $20 on Filecoin, it can happen in like a week. So yeah, wait for that one, and dips are certainly for buying on this coin. It's very bullish. Very, very bullish. All right, anyway, let me catch up with our live chat here. If you guys are enjoying the live stream so far, be sure to let me know by smashing the like button down below. Satoshi Flacco, thanks for GPT. Nailed that 2x, wicked and doubled my funds. You the man. Satoshi Flacco, you the man, bro. Awesome job doubling your funds there. You pressed that buy and sell button, dude. All right, so you definitely deserve the credit. All I was the messenger here telling you about the project, but I love to see the community banking money. And yeah, I mean, this was a good win for everybody. You know, even though I didn't get into that pre-sale, I still had faith that it was going to do well. When it hit the open market on launch day, I scooped it up. And here we are now. As you see, I made the video on it yesterday. But like I said, on Friday and Sunday, I told you guys in my live streams, I bought it. I think it's going to do well, and it did well. So awesome to hear, Satoshi Flacco, that you made money with that one. Mike B said, what about total 3? Still has yet to make a higher high. Let's go take a look at that, Mike B. So our total 3, remember, so GCR made a tweet a few weeks ago talking about, the total market cap charts, and he made a point of the fact that after it got up here to 350 billion, it did come up here to 400 billion, but there wasn't a lot of new money entering into the market like there was with that first initial stretch in January. All right, this was just straight injection of liquidity into the market. Then it slowed down. It got choppy. They were pulling in, they were pulling out, as you can see with these upswings and downswings. Now what happened? Well, we sweat this key low. It's amazing how TA works on all charts. It doesn't matter. So as you see, we sweat this key low on the total 3 right here. And this is an injection of capital. All right, this is liquidity entering into the market, which is exactly what you want to see. This looks just like early January. And the velocity of the moves that we're seeing, it reflects that straight injection of capital. So yes, the total 3 has not made new highs yet, for sure, but it is above this trend line. It did kind of retest this trend line. It sweat this low, and a super bullish reaction after sweeping this low. So I would expect this chart to make new highs and get above 400 billion. And that's going to be big when it does, because our target here is going to be this level at 500 billion approximately, $494 billion. All right, another $100 billion injected into the altcoin market, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's a 30% gain from this point. It means we should see some low caps go absolutely ballistic, and then even high caps, really bullish coins like Filecoin, Fantom, Fetch AI, Ocean should do really well. GRT, the graph, also another one that's very, very bullish. ICP should catch up. Kava. Wow, let's look at Kava. As you see this morning with that CPI print, it just blasted through that Monday high here. Didn't wait for nobody. Again, it gave no dip really. It really did give no dip. Something like Filecoin at least went and sweat these lows this morning, but Kava has been one of the strongest coins in the market. Relative strength wise, it is really stronger than anything else, right? Because this bottom over here at 78 cents, this happened before the Silicon Valley Bank shut down, right? The bank shutting down was on Thursday and Friday. Kava was putting in green days then and breaking resistance levels. So when everything else was panicking and selling off, Kava was actually just going up during that time. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It must be something fundamentally driven that's causing this thing to pump so hard. But it's getting back to the pre-FTX levels now, and that's at $1.43 to $1.50. And with the total 3 and the trajectory that it's going back up to 500 billion, Kava should easily get back to that level. Rigoberto says, it's cold in California today. Got to get the Crypto Empire sweater out. Yes, Rigoberto. So I made a limited edition merch batch back last year. Or that was actually in 2021, I believe. I made a limited edition merch batch. And only my most loyal supporters were able to scoop up those hoodies while they were available. I will make new merch in the future. But Rigoberto, awesome to hear that you are using that Crypto Empire sweater. If you want to, for the community, show us what it looks like. You can blur out your face or not even include your face, but let's get a pic of you wearing it. Suave says bull market for both. Roland. Hey Connor, what do you see Stargaze going to during the bull market? Stargaze. Stargaze, yeah. So this is the Cosmos NFT hub. Market cap 24 mil right now. It should do okay at least. Stars. No, they don't even have it. Here we go. So Star in the bull market. All-time high is 84 cents. So if it gets back up to that all-time high, you got 40x. So that would be sweet. Even if it just gets half of that, you got a 20x, to 40 cents, which does seem attainable to me, depending on how Cosmos, really gets going, which it should. But if you're going to look at any ecosystem project for Cosmos, Akash is going to be one of the top picks. Again, just decentralized cloud storage, something similar to Filecoin, but this is obviously built with the Cosmos software development kit. So yeah, but yeah, Stargaze, it's down 97% from its highs. I mean, depending on how the ecosystem picks up, it should do well, but I'm not sure because Cosmos is just, it needs to attract more users basically, and it will during the bull market especially. But yeah, you can expect it to go to 20 cents, 40 cents, maybe back up to the all-time high at 80 cents. Ganesh says, thank you, Connor, for A0. Please do TA for long-term on Rose. Hope you also hold it for the long-term. Should be good with the ZK narratives. Ganesh, I do hold Oasis Rose as one of my long-term picks. It's one of my top bags, actually. One of my biggest spot bags for the next bull market. Now, Rose gave a gift. It dropped to 4.8 cents with that whole scare last week. And it wasted no time to recover. As you can see in the daily time frame, it's up 38% in 3 days. All right, so yeah, the dip did not last long at all. And yeah, I mean, so I've had this level on my chart at 4.8 cents for a while. You guys have seen it on the streams. I did not just put this up here. This has been here for weeks, actually, and it came right to our buy level. But yeah, Rose, one of my longer term bags, one of my biggest spot bags. Now, if you look at this, the all-time high is up here at around 60 cents. I'm expecting new all-time highs on this. I really don't want to sell any of this until it hits $1. And even then, I think that's still undervalued with the potential that it has. If you guys look into Oasis Rose and look who founded it, Dawn Song, right? She's one of the brightest minds in crypto. If you look at her Twitter account, we'll go look at her Twitter account. Dawn Song tweets. This is her. She is a professor in computer science at UC Berkeley, research in artificial intelligence, serial entrepreneur, security, and blockchain. Basically, all she does is tweet about ZK rollups and how she's doing like presentations at these big universities on ZK rollups. And she's the founder of Oasis Rose, if you didn't know. Oasis Rose is the only layer 1 that can process ZK transactions on that layer 1 level. All right, Oasis Rose, crazy bullish. It's got one of the smartest people as the founder of the network. So yeah, Oasis Rose, even at $1, I think it's undervalued. As you see from our Fibonacci extensions, the 1.618 is at $1.51, and the 2 Fibonacci extension is at $1.73. So a lot of room for this to be a huge winner in the next cycle. And you have a 13, 14x until 95 cents. And then if it gets up to these levels, you got a 22x and 20, 25, 26x to 173. So yeah, a lot of money to be made here with Oasis Rose. Hopefully, I mean, who knows what's going to happen from here, but certainly this was a gift to see below 5 cents again. If it ever comes beneath 5 cents again, you know that's a gift. You know to buy it if you don't have enough or you don't have any. Obviously, it's still good to buy now because you're still going to make money. It's still going to go up. But when it comes to multiples and multiplying, your entry is super important to get it as low as possible. So who knows if you're going to get that gift beneath 5 cents again. But high hopes for Oasis Rose here. Florent says, hi Connor, thanks for GPT. Another great gem. CFX totally exploded. What do you think of the Chinese narrative? Well, definitely the Chinese narrative is taking effect right now because China they're injecting their, yeah, this thing exploded, huh? China is injecting their money supply with more money with stimulus like the US did in 2020 and 2021. So the China narrative is real. That's why I like Chinese coins. Like, Filecoin is loved by China for some reason. They love to pump it. Rose also, I mean, Donsong is Chinese, right? So hopefully that pumps because of it. But yeah, China is definitely a huge factor of why we're experiencing this pump right now. And then with the US banking system in shambles, people are also realizing they need an alternative. So it's just kind of a perfect storm brewing right now for crypto to experience a bullish time period. Suave, what was your buy level on Litecoin if you don't mind disclosing? If not, just ignore. I mean, I did buy more at $70 this weekend. I've been buying for a while now, right? So I bought over here previously where the current price is, 87.88. I bought a lot at 84, and I also did just buy a lot at 70. So it's all over the place, really. But yeah, Litecoin, don't be surprised if it's trading at hundreds to thousands of dollars in the next few years. I mean, even by the end of this year, because let's not forget the whole narrative we're going for is the Litecoin Bitcoin chart. Right now it's retesting this trendline support. But yeah, we're looking for Litecoin versus Bitcoin to pull something off like Dogecoin versus Bitcoin did. And what that looked like is very simple. It just went straight up. I'm looking for Litecoin to do the same exact thing that Dogecoin did, where it goes 67x versus Bitcoin. I'll be happy with a 20x, 30x versus Bitcoin. But yeah, I'm expecting this to happen for Litecoin. So it doesn't matter if you're buying it at 88, 70, 90, whatever. If you think that this is going to happen, I think that this is going to happen, well then you just wait. Don't try and count your pennies when you got millions in front of you. Jack says Pirate Chain. So Pirate Chain, strong recovery. The last time I looked at Pirate Chain was on my stream on Friday, and it was down here at this support level. All right, and it bounced directly from that support. Strong recovery on Pirate Chain, back up to 37 cents. That's exactly what you want to see. You want to see a strong recovery like this. You don't want to see it show weakness and lose the level. So all is well right now when it comes to R, but it's still severely lagging behind. So is Monero. Privacy narrative hasn't kicked in. Here's what's going to happen, guys. So banks are going to continue to fail. People are going to move to Bitcoin. And then they're going to realize that Bitcoin is a surveillance coin, and they're going to want privacy, and that's when Monero and Pirate Chain are going to have their day. It's going to take a while. It could be quick, though, but yeah, most likely it's going to take some time. So you have to be patient if you're a privacy coin bull. You need to wait for the fundamental catalyst in real life to happen. And these things, like, life is spontaneous and life is crazy. one person, one thing can happen out there in the world, and it can spread like crazy to the point where everybody's going to want privacy coins. So just let the world keep on spinning, basically, and just keep on investing into them if that's what you like. Because all you need is that one big catalyst to send the privacy coins into a frenzy. And with everything that's happening, with the surveillance in play right now, that's only set to get worse. It's inevitable. So just be patient. And it's still dirt cheap right now. Everybody smash the like button, please. SipDoc says, how high can WAGMI Games get to? Demetra. This is a artificial intelligence coin. WAGMI Games over here, up 6% on the day. I like to look at it versus ETH. How high can it get to? It's brand new here. I'm very bullish on WAGMI. They just hired. Just muted my mic. WAGMI just hired a big this here 15 hours ago. WAGMI Games expands leadership team with key hire of former Electronic Arts, that's EA, we're in the game, product manager Esteban Gil. So they're bringing in talent. And they don't want to just focus on Web 3. They want to bring in a ton of, Web 2, they call it, the current version of the internet. They want to get those users too. So how high can WAGMI get to? It can go big. It can go very big. So it's one of those coins where, you look at this chart and it pumps and then it drops like 50% and you're like, man, I should have sold it here so I can rebuy it here, and then I could have sold it again here and rebought it here. No. All you do with this is a gem. All you do is basically just wait. You buy more and you wait. Because this one can go really, really far. Don't get caught up in these short-term price fluctuations. They are big moves, right? It drops 25%, and then the next few days it'll pump 50%, and then it drops 28%. Look, be my guest if you want to trade these small moves. For me, something like WAGMI is where you wait until it goes 5,000% and then you sell it. All right, if you want to sell after 50% so that you can buy back after a 20% pullback, go for it. But for me, the way I'm playing it is wake me up when this thing is up 5,000% and then I'll sell it. That's my thoughts on WAGMI Games. Suave says, hit the like button if you haven't. The more people see the content, the bigger our bags get. It's simple. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Riley Hall says, Connor, what are your thoughts on Algorand? So Algo's been performing well. Let's go take a look at Algo. So if you guys recall, our main breakout level on Algo is over here. It's already labeled for us on the chart. It's at 24.9 cents here. This is our main breakout level. All right, we're beneath the main breakout level right now. Algo has had a very strong recovery. This thing got smoked. 3 down weeks. It got down to 18 cents here. Strong recovery now. But here's the good thing. It has not broken the Monday high yet. Oh, it just broke above the Monday high. Okay. So, again, like our others, this thing's probably going to continue to pump to the monthly open, which is going to be right at the main breakout level. So if you want to play Algo, you're good. You're very good and in good shape. You're not getting it at 20 cents or 18 cents, but even over here at 22.4 cents, you're beneath the main breakout level at 25 cents, and it's still a good buy here. Obviously, it's not the best after such a strong move, after a 25% move, but it's still not the end of the world. Our main breakout level is up here at 24.9. When it can actually clear that and then clear 30 cents too, because as you see, it made a double top over here at 30 cents. When it can actually clear 30, that's when it starts to move. All right, that's when it gaps up to 45, 67. and then back up over here to $1, 150, etc. But the first step is going to be 25 cents, 24.9 cents, and then 30. And we're beneath those levels right now. So this is undervalued. Algo is good. It's a good long-term hold project too. So this is kind of trading at a discount right now, if you ask me. Super bullish daily chart here. Yeah, maybe we pull back to the Monday high at 21, 22 cents. That's where you look for an entry. But again, for now, it's approaching target levels. There's going to be a lot of profit taking because all the leverage in the market, people are going to want to take their profits, and it's going to be here or up here. And there's going to be a lot of pullback and consolidation then. So it's not the time to FOMO into anything, but it's beneath the main breakout level is the main point I'm trying to say. Michael says XP Network is a 1000x potential coin. XP Net. So this is down 96% from its highs. Market cap 574K. That's dirt cheap. So let's look at this on the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, it looks like a lot of the other micro caps out there. Yeah, I mean, this thing has a lot of air above to fill. Such a low market cap. Here it says 2.45 mil. Such a low market cap, it can move super quick, right? Because this is what happens in a bull market. You get weeks like this where it goes up like 20x in a week. So here's what you have to consider. It's at 4.0043. So that means if it goes to 4.3 cents, you have a 10x. If it goes to 43 cents, you have a 100x. So the high is 11 cents. So yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about it, but the chart looks bottomed. Glimmer and Glint going nicely from their bottoms. Yeah, I saw Glimmer and Glint. I haven't really checked. All right, good recovery too from Glint. That's good to see. And while we're talking about it, we'll look at the beam swap. What happened to their Twitter account? What's going on with that? So beam swap is bringing V3 concentrated liquidity. That's big, and obviously they also have their leverage exchange coming to Moonbeam too. But anyways, there's a proposal. Let me see this. Yeah, anyway, check out the BeamSwap Twitter account and go. They need to get this ecosystem grant. So if you hold BeamSwap, show some support for this ecosystem grant and get them the grant. Basically just money from the Moonbeam Foundation, because right now it goes to the other DEX, which is trash. So I might as well go to BeamSwap so they actually utilize the money properly. Bob Hawk says, Rose moving today. Yeah, Rose is moving. We just covered Rose in detail a few minutes ago, Bob. Definitely go check that out. Labradoodle says, thanks, Connor. No problem, Labradoodle. Good to see you. We got Dre in here. Let's take a look at Solana. Definitely want to look at Sol before we end this stream. So remember, the plan with Sol, I believe it was Elvis who asked me about it. The plan with Sol, when Elvis asked me about it, he asked me when it was over here above 20. I said, listen, let it do whatever it wants to do beneath 20 bucks, but when it reclaims 20, that's when we look for the impulses up to new highs. And it's back above 20. It's at $21.88. So we want to only look for longs, basically. We want to be able to get in, and we want to be able to ride this, because here I already have the target. Target is like 40 bucks, 45 bucks for Solana. So let's drop this to a lower time frame here. Just broke above the Monday high, and it's at the monthly open now. So it's, yeah, this is looking like it wants to go right now. Would not fade the strength, but you have a ascending penny here on your 15-minute time frame chart. So, I mean, listen, everybody's in a bull market, this stuff works, plain and simple. In a bull market, this stuff works. In a bear market, it doesn't, because in a bear market, you need to be ready for the sweep of this low. Because listen, every single retail trader, they're going to put their stop here beneath this low. That's just what they do, all right? In a bull market, it just pumps. It doesn't give the sweep. When things are trickier, when liquidity is lower, when there's a lot of, stop sweeps, and when the big players, the whales, need your stop to get hit to fill their orders, that's when they hunt stops. All right, but in a high liquidity bull market, they don't need to hunt stops, so they won't sweep the lows. But yeah, this is a bullish market structure. It's definitely a retail chart pattern, but in a bull market it works, where it's not going to sweep the lows and it's just going to pump out of this. You'll notice in a bear market, or when times are tough, when there's a lot of fear in the air, it will come and sweep this low. So don't be surprised if it hits this stop and sweeps the low, but the way this looks, it wants to break out here. It's very bullish right now. It's above the Monday high. It's trying to break out above the monthly open. So this is how I would play it. Stop at around $21, entry underneath 22, and I would be looking for 23 to 25 bucks as your targets here on Solana for a little shorter term trade. Definitely, let me see this RSI. Yeah, it's all right. Burned off that RSI. It's back up now. This is how I would play it from right now. This is how I would play it. When Solana goes, it does not wait for you. It's just gonna, this is what happens when Solana actually pumps. And the current, on the 15-minute chart, on the 1-hour chart, it reminds me of this pattern. Pump, consolidate, rally base, rally, pump. Solana on like the 15-minute and 1 hour looks exactly like this to me. And when it pumps, this is what it looks like. It just takes off. It doesn't wait for you. So if this is it, it certainly would make sense. We have the bullish market conditions for these kind of pumps. And your targets are clear for a day trade, 23 then 25. But realistically, with where this is headed, if you want to swing it, you can just buy spot and chill. You can wait for 40 bucks, 45 bucks, and it will probably be there relatively soon. And WAS at 2.4. Let's go. Let's go. WAS, one of my biggest low cap bags now, low cap gaming bags. And this is why you need to get inside the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, because I let you know when it's time. Yesterday at 3:08 p.m., WAS was trading at 1.8 cents. I said WAS is still trading below 2 cents for anyone that is yet to fill their bag. Well, here we are now. It's up from that price. And this is a low cap too. Come on, get out of here. This is a low cap too. But anyway, within a few hours, it was at 8.7. Within a few hours, we are up 26%. We just nailed 100% on GBT. So this is proven, undisputable facts of why you need to get inside of the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. Find out all the information to join on my website, cryptoempire.co.io. I'll see you inside, champ. But anyway, WASDER, one of my biggest low cap bags. Got high hopes for this. I got really high hopes for this. $2, $2.50, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I'll sell some on the way up at like $1, $1.50. But right now it's at 2.4 cents. Bought all of mine beneath 2 cents. So if it goes to $2, that's a 100x. And yeah, I'll be able to go live on a beach for the rest of my life if I choose to, but I won't, because I got a bigger purpose than just go sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais all day. We got a lot of work to do here. But yeah, WASDR could be that ticket, who knows, along with all the other bags that I've been buying. All my worthless fiat into crypto coins. One up says, can we revisit Hex? I got the breakout at 5 cents. We'll look at Hex. All right, so if you want to be patient, just try to get a lower entry. Maybe you want to wait for a Monday high, or you want to wait for this support. However you want to play it. This is obviously not financial advice. It's just a trade idea. But let's go look at Hex. So you got in Hex at 5 cents. We're at 8.8 now. It's pretty clear where it wants to go, which is going to be this level at 10.8, 11 cents. And this would be a 100% gain for you. Yeah, I mean, these levels are all kind of marked out for you. We can go to a weekly and see where we are here with this swing high to swing low, and our 23.6 is going to be up here at 13 cents. Keep in mind I'm on log scale right now, which is why this looks so swayed. When we look in the daily and weekly time frames, it's easier to see everything on the log scale, or else it looks all distorted. But anyways, Hex 23.6 is at 14 cents. But I wouldn't ignore this support before that. Probably going to be some profit taking over here at, like I said, 10, 11 cents for Hex. But just use a fib to outline your key levels for Hex. The Inspiring Channel says, Bob Hawk says, great show, thanks. No problem, Bob. Thank you for your support, sir. The Inspiring Channel is super hyped up about Rose, it looks like. Let's look at Rose. I mean, yeah, it's having a great day today, isn't it? It's a very bullish coin. Mike B, what would you say your top 10 spot holds are right now? You're putting me on the spot, Mike B, huh? My top 10 spot holds right now: Litecoin for sure, Rose, WAS, got some WAGMI, let's see, I'm trying to think in order here of like value. HBAR, FET, I don't know what number I'm at. I don't even know if I own 10 big ones spot. But those are, like, I just told you my main ones, kind of. Ganesh says, thanks, Connor. First time in your live streams due to work times, but watch all. Always value your contents on YouTube and your efforts. Thank you, Ganesh. Appreciate that. Ganesh says, please do a deep dive separate video whenever you have time on memes, as a memes play a lot in the space. Memes. I don't know what memes is. Memes token. I don't know if I'm going to make a full deep dive on this one, Ganesh. I don't know about that, but I appreciate your support anyway. Alright guys, but anyway, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream right now. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed presenting it to you. A very exciting day in the market. Don't FOMO into stuff now. We're approaching take profit levels on longs, and there probably will be a local, pullback, local top soon. So just basically be patient with it, and don't FOMO and do anything foolish from the current prices. But Yeah, our low caps are doing well, our high caps are doing well. Everything is doing well right now, so we love to see it. Remember, if you're trading on leverage, it should only be a very small percentage of your portfolio. I made most of my money just buying spot and chilling, and I'm going to do this exact same thing this upcoming cycle, but I still do trade, of course. But if you want to trade, I use Bitget. You can sign up with Bitget in the link down in my description below. And if you want to find out what I'm doing, join the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group on my website, cryptoempireko.io. But that's all we got for today's live stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next video. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you all very soon with a normal Crypto Empire YouTube video and not a live stream. I'll be back on Thursday for another live, and I'll be back on Sunday for another live as well. I appreciate everybody's support out there, and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.